Oh, landmines and jellyfish. Welcome back to Knives, I guess. And your mom's gonna kill us when she sees this. But we have got our first multi-tool on the channel. And I had mentioned not having other multi-tools, and I was mistaken in that. I got that Kilimanjaro Magnus, which that's not going to wind up on the channel. It is a novelty. It is a toy that happens to function as a multi-tool, and I've got this SOG that just sucks. There's a lot of cool things on that thing, but it's, again, the same problem with the pocket clip as the Terminus XR had. It's just impossible to carry comfortably, so I forgot I had the thing. But this here is the Leatherman Curl. Let's get into it. And first things first, and most importantly, the pocket clip is tip up, which is the Lord's carry, and I didn't think I'd find myself saying that about a multi-tool, but it is indeed tip up. One of the first things to note, and one of the first things I look at for my own reasons, is the knife blade. And it's right here where I can open it one-handed. It's on a liner lock, so I can close it one-handed. And I can tell you right now, I am so grateful this thing locks. Okay? I have gone through a few of the bottom tier, like gas station, flea market grade multi-tools, and with blades that don't lock, and as awkward as those things can get to use sometimes, it's extra scary because it's not too hard to accidentally catch it wrong and have it fold up on you. I've had that happen. I don't like that. I need, like, if I'm going to buy a multi-tool, I want at least, bare minimum, the knife blade to lock. I had a Schrade multi-tool, I believe it was, years and years ago that I want to replace, and that thing, everything on it locked, and it was fantastic. And thanks to an obscene amount of sangria, I left it somewhere at a cabin I was staying at, but that's another story. The blade, it feels nice and sharp. Let's take a look on the end-all be-all of sharpness test copy paper. So, like, it is definitely a good edge. Like, they did a good job on that, and the steel on it is 420 HC, which, we're not huge fans of, but I don't see this as a primary knife. I see this as a backup. This is something that is nice to have. It's a piece of steel with an edge on it when you need it, and I wouldn't wail on this thing the way I would like a knife with, say, RPM 9 or D2 or AUS 8 or something. Now, I don't know if it shows up on camera, but the grind on this edge is so uneven. I can see a burr on it from the factory. Like, this could be stropped out, but we're going to get the sharpness tester out, and this is all thanks to you guys. I can't thank you enough for the support that got us here with this, but let's arm the boy, and let's see what we do. And contact 349. What the hell? Like, the numbers are all over the place. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong with this. Let's try this again. Let's see if I just got a bad read on it. This thing is confusing sometimes. It's like I've done a few takes on this thing now, and I've gotten good numbers, good consistent numbers, and I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, 192. That's the number I've been seeing. 192. So that is right there with a new knife with a good edge on it. They call it the high-end cutlery edge, and it's good. It's a good number. I'm still learning how to use that thing, but that number lines up with every other number I've gotten on every other take before this, because I've done a few where I did not like the take and had to redo it. But let's look at the rest of this thing. So, click. We have got, of course, the plier section right here, which is nothing to write home about. It's your standard multi-tool plier section. The wire cutters, those stick right there, and I'm not sure if that's just to help keep it closed or if it took some damage getting used by the previous owner, because it is used. But I'm not bothered by it. The pliers are going to do what I need them to. They're like every other multi-tool plier. And we got, of course, our bits and pieces. And one of the first things to note is this thing has scissors on it, which I haven't had one with scissors on it. I haven't had a Swiss Army knife in a long time, but the ones I have had scissors. Those wound up being more useful than I thought. Scissors are probably one of the most useful things to have on a multi-tool of any sort that I've seen outside of the Phillips head driver. They're just super useful. I've gotten more use out of that and the Phillips head than anything else in my kits. And of course, we got our pry bar / larger flathead. I don't know what function that dingus right there serves. And then we got our awl / hole punch. And I'm not sure I don't know what function that performs either. Thought it might be a bottle opener. However, we've got the bottle and can opener right here. And we got our driver. And this is an interesting little bit. It's a nice flat bit, which I'm not sure how easy that is to replace, but Phillips head and flathead, and this does not suffer the same pitfalls that the SOG does, because the SOG, that's one of the reasons I don't mess with it anymore, and one of the reasons I forgot I had it. The bit driver is on the dingus end right here, and it holds a Phillips head flathead flip bit, but if you put any pressure on that, it wedges down in there and you're not getting it back out without getting under there with a screwdriver or something and prying it back out, which eliminates the point of having that on you. Something else to note, we have got little rulers on here, and we have got inches right here. There's like 1, 2, 3 inches, and then we got metric inches right here. And in the metric inches, of course, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, like 8 centimeters. So the ruler might be kind of handy for somebody. It's not for me. And of course, my eyesight's been getting worse, like pretty rapidly. So I need to replace my glasses so I can barely read those things. But, you know, I am happy to have this thing, and I would love to add multi-tools to the rotation and things that regularly get reviewed on the channel. That being said, coming out of pocket for these things, that cost adds up too fast for anything decent. I am not going to waste money on crap $20 and below multi-tools unless I find something good on sale. Because again, I've used the cheap trash multi-tools, and God, they are so much worse than trash knives. A trash knife I can have fun with. A trash multi-tool, oh God, the pain with those things, they're so awful. If you've ever had one of those and tried to carry it in any kind of sincerity, you know. Channel support will go a long way towards making stuff like this happen more often, but of course that is up to you, no pressure. But, you know, I'm happy to have this thing, and I'd love at some point to start checking out more. Now, we're going to do our review cycle with it, and after that, it's probably going to stay with me until I wind up getting another one down the road at some point, because of course there are other things I'd love to check out. Especially bouncing this off of some of the Gerbers that are well known for being good, and maybe a good Gerber multi-tool can help turn my opinion around on the company as a whole. I'd love to see something like that. Of course, I love to see things get redeemed. I'd love to see Gerber get redeemed, because their budget knives ain't the move. But, you know, like I said, I'm happy to have this. This was a trade from Adam for America. Let's say thanks for facilitating that. All that being said, thanks for looking at my crap. Subscribers, you guys are awesome. Y'all keep coming in. I appreciate it so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm going to plug that because we got more giveaways coming up. We got more content like this coming out, and we got our live streams. So drop by and check out a live stream. We have a lot of fun with those, and they tend to get pretty chaotic. Comments. I love some feedback. If you've got one of these things, let everybody know about it. Let me know what you think about having multi-tools on the channel, if we can find a way to support doing that. And anything else you want to share. But all that being said, y'all have a nice day.